Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ragil Dimas Ara Cahyani with name E1D02310136. Okay guys, today in this video I'm going to present my midterm syntax project. So in this project, I analyzed several sentences from Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban book by J.K. Rowling to understand how syntax work in a real example of language. So without any further ado, so check it out. Okay, the first one is definition of syntax. Syntax is a branch of linguistics that studies how words are arranged to form phrase and sentence. It helps us understand the rules and structure that make sentence meaningful. In simple words, syntax shows how language is built, not just what words mean, but how they fit together to create meaning. Okay, next is the properties of syntax. Syntax have many properties, but in this video, I will just mention three main properties of syntax. The first one is hierarchical structure. So, hierarchical structure is sentences are made up of smaller phrases that form layers. For example, in sentence, Harry looked around and saw Ron's delighted face. So, the noun phrase is Harry and the verb phrase is look around and saw Ron's delighted face. But inside Ron's delighted face is also a noun phrase that contains a possessive noun that is delighted. So, this shows that sentences are built in layers, not just in one line straight. The second is recursion, which means one structure can appear inside another, allowing us to make infinitely long sentences. For example, she said that her friend believed that teacher proved that the answer was correct. In word that is contain another sentence inside it. This nesting can continue endlessly, showing that syntax allows humans to produce infinitely long and detailed sentences. Next is structure dependence. Its meaning grammar depends on structure, not only on word order. For instance, the man the child have smiled. The sentence is correct, but the man that child have the smile is not. The second is incorrect because adding he it breaks the sentence structure. Syntax rule work based on structure, not simply the sequence of words. The next is analyzing sentence. Let's look at example from my data. The sentence, the night bus skidded to a halt in front of him. Here, the night bus is a noun phrase functioning as the subject, and skidded to a halt in front of him is a verb phrase functioning as the predicate. This sentence clearly shows how words form meaningful phrase with specific grammatical rules. Next is the lexical and grammatical categories of sentence. In the sentence, the night bus skidded to halt in front of him is have a own lexical and grammatical category. For example, the is a determiner. Night, bus, halt, and front are nouns. Skidded is a verb in the past tense. To, in, and of are preposition, and him is pronoun in the objective case and masculine gender. So this analysis shows that syntax connect word from meaning and function all together in one system. Now let's move to praise and constituent. In the sentence, Harry Potter was a highly unusual boy in many ways. So, in the sentence, the noun phrase is Harry Potter. That the function is the subject, and the verb phrase is was a highly unusual boy in many ways. Is act as the predicate. Inside this verb phrase, the adjective phrase is highly unusual modifies the noun boy. So the prepositional phrase in many ways function as an adverbial phrase, explaining how Harry was unusual. Each part of the sentence has its own grammatical role and builds a clear hierarchical structure which show how syntax organize meaning. Next is the tree diagram structure. This is the tree diagram for the same sentence. It's visually the structure that I analyze. Let me explain it. Uh, from the top in S or the sentence, the top note S represents the whole sentence. It is divided into two main parts, that is a noun phrase NP1 and a verb phrase FP Next is NP, noun phrase as the subject, contains a noun, which is the Harry Potter. This is the subject of this sentence, or the person the sentence is about. Next is the verb phrase as the predicate. The predicate tells us what the subject is or does. It consists of the verb was and two parts. Another noun phrase NP2 and prepositional phrase PP. Next is the verb. The word was is a linking verb connecting the subject Harry Potter with its complement. Next is NP2 or the noun phrase or as the subject complement. Inside NP2 we have determiner introducing the noun phrase, adjective highly unusual, and adjective phrase describing the noun, and N2 boy, the head noun of this phrase. Together, a highly unusual boy describes or renames Harry Potter. Next is the PP or the prepositional phrase. Act as the modifier. The preposition P is introducing the phrase. The NP3 inside is a many ways where determiner to many modifies noun three ways. So the PP in many ways function as an adverbial phrase explaining how Harry was unusual. So, the overall meaning, the sentence has the structure subject NP1 or Harry Potter plus VB or verb phrase, including was plus noun phrase 2 and plus prepositional phrase. So this shows a hierarchical structure or the smaller units combined into larger one phrase, and those form the complete sentence. Next is the constituency test. I applied 3 constituency tests to check if group of words from complete grammatical units. The first is the substitution test, where we replace a phrase with a pronoun. For example, Hermione's hand become its shirt into the air. If the sentence still makes sense, the phrase is a true constituent. The second is the movement test, where we move the phrase to another position. For instance, into the air Hermione's hand shot. So it's still grammatical, So it proves that into the air is a constituent. The last is a question and answer test where we ask a WH question and check for answer. For example, what shoot into the air? So the answer is Hermione's hand. These tests show that syntax is hierarchical and structured, not random. They also help us understand how phrase like noun phrase, verb phrase, and prepositional phrase function as single grammatical units. Okay, for the reflection from this project, I learned that syntax help us see how language is organized beneath the surface. It's not only about vocabulary but also about how meaning is created through structure. The most challenging part was analyzing complex sentences with embedded clauses, but this process helped me understand English sentence pattern more deeply. So maybe that's all from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.